Hello, I'm Billy. This is Kenny. Today we're gonna make chocolate peanut butter cake. Hello, I'm Billy and this is Pumbaa. As Kenny and I just told you, we're making chocolate peanut butter cake. Isn't that right, Pumbaa? Show him the airplane. So first you take a bowl and you combine dry ingredients. You've got to test each ingredient to make sure you know what it is. This is sugar. Next, we get flour. As I say, you got to test every ingredient. So that's flour, all right. To be precise, your flour into there, but we don't care about precision over here because we got to get this done. So next is the cocoa powder. Always test your ingredients. You never know when it could be Gatorade powder. Yummy, yummy. Baking is science, cooking is art. That's what they always told me at the academy. And do you think we'd all still be here if when they were testing nuclear reactors we said this is fine? No, instead of Hiroshima we would have had New York. So, you take your cocoa powder, you swirl it up, you give it a kiss, and you pour it in. And now this is what your cake should look like so far. 3 dry ingredients deep. Now, this is not baking powder. However, this, baking powder. Now, how much of that? 1.5 teaspoon. That's 1/8 teaspoon. So if I do 8 and then 4 of these, or here's a 1/2 teaspoon and here's a teaspoon. We're gonna stop tasting it and we're just gonna smell it to make sure. That's baking powder. And now we're on to the soda, which is weird because soda is a liquid. Like, here, baking soda. And then we're on to the salt. That's right, we got salt. Now we got salt. So, that is your large mixing bowl. If you look carefully here, we got all the ingredients in there. It's all in there, and that's how you make the dry part of your chocolate peanut butter cake. Now, you got it like that. You then mix your dry ingredients in the bowl because you got to have them at a good wet consistency to be added to the wet mixture, because if they're too dry they'll just absorb all the wet mixture and then you don't really get a cake because you want some like liquidity to your cake. Instead of that, you'll get solidity if you don't mix it. So you got to mix all of your dry ingredients first, which you do it with this big dumb spoon, and when you're done with the big dumb spoon you give it a nice lick to make sure you got it right. So, after that, we move on to the wet ingredients, which we got a second bowl for. And first, you go egg. After egg 1, you'd be surprised, but this takes 2 eggs, because this is a big boy right here. This is no baby cake right here. These aren't cupcakes, these aren't pretzel cakes, these are big boy cakes right here. And I'm being told that I need to go, follow me with the camera. I have to go to the sink here. And I gotta, with the power of friction, get the egg off my hand. That was too good. So according to management, we add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. Now we got eggs, the dry ingredients. And next is milk, buttermilk. 1 cup of this, right? You know what I say, you gotta taste. I'm not tasting this shit, it smells like expired milk. Then half a cup of oil. Which we got oil. Looks like apple juice. I wonder if it would taste that different if I used apple juice. I don't think so, honestly. Apple juice, oil, same thing. Look, they're the same texture, same color. Looks like eggnog. Honestly, if I added amaretto to this, I would drink it in a heartbeat. And then vanilla. How much vanilla? 2 teaspoons. Which means we're gonna take 1/4 teaspoon and do 8 of them. And then we get rid of it.
Taste the product.
Taste the product, you say?
Lick your finger.
Chocolate peanut butter cake. So, after that, you take your bowl of all the ingredient. Camera, you got it all in there, and you hand mix it. Just kidding. You use the kitchen machine. And then you cook it on high. Is the button pressing? Oh, I see it. I figured it out. There we go. And then you pull this down, you lock this side, then you beat on medium, it says.
Leave it.
It says medium. The instructions say 2 minutes, medium speed. And if you do the mixing dance, it mixes faster. That's a key right here. Anyways, I'm pouring coffee. Oh boy, it gets real liquidy real quick.
Just mix it.
Yeah, bake it 350, and then you oil up your pans. Alrighty, so we got our pans, we got our batter, but before we do that, I would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Now, we do not have any sponsors. However, you very easily could sponsor me, and I think it'd be a great idea. Over here, most of the time I stream on Twitch. Occasionally I make videos that are really good, they're really funny, and most importantly to you, the sponsor, I am broke and will take pretty much anything. So get in cheap at a low value before there are a lot of eyes on my product, and you can do very well. An honest, sincere, earnest thank you to all of our sponsors. Now, you take the fucking batter and you put it in the goddamn pan. Now that the oven is preheated, I will put my brown gooey goodness in it. Sizzle. And then we shall shut the oven. Fun fact, I don't like ovens. Since discovering the air fryer, it's buried. I have not used an oven since. It's terrifying. It's real hot. And the air fryer uses air and science. The oven uses alternative facts. Hello. So now we have to make frosting. And the first step for frosting is in a large mixing bowl, you add 1 stick of melted butter. So what we will do is walk over to the microwave right here and put the butter in the microwave for 2 whole minutes. Wow, that was a long 2 whole minutes, and it's not anywhere close to done. 2 more minutes we go. So now we have melted butter. That goes in the melted butter bowl. On top of that, you add 2/3 cup of baking powder. Or cocoa powder.
Just left over. Just dump it. No.
Oops.
Eh.
Now we will estimate how much cocoa powder this is.
Estimate. Like a tablespoon. I'll do a little bit more.
You do more? And then we're gonna have more come in. Look, I got 3 hands. It wouldn't be chocolate frosting without powdered sugar. Are you okay? My loyal viewer, I am sorry as you fell. Now, as a sponsored cooking streamer, I'm not liable. So for any aches, pains, bumps, bruises, or brokes, I cannot be sued. I am so sorry. Now, after powdered sugar, I need milk and vanilla. I need 1/3 of that cup, which, as we've done for every ingredient, I have to taste test to make sure it's milk. Definitely milk. So 1/3 of a cup of that. Say hi. And vanilla. How much vanilla? 1 teaspoon. After that, frosting, it's done. We got it in a piping bag in a cup right now. Alrighty, mate. So the bloody cakes are done. God save the queen. There's cake number 1, as you can see. Nice and chocolatey. Firm but loose. You know, a little moist, a little solid. 8 out of 10 cake. God save the queen. The bloody cake is coming home, mate. To make a cake, you stick a toothpick in, it comes out clean. Didn't come out clean.
No.
I'm afraid our cakes have AIDS, mate. So back in they go. Alrighty, so the cake's out of the bag. We got so we put it on nice and even and smooth everywhere.
Don't drag back and forth because you'll just rip the top of the cake.
One direction only.
Yeah.
Like they said back at the Cooking Academy I went to. Wax on, wax off. I need a paintbrush. I am an artist. Baking is art, as I've always said. Just filling in the sides a little bit. Some fine motor skills that I don't have. I have a learning disorder. It's called dysgraphia. What it really is that when I'm writing, I think a few letters in advance from where I am. But I also just can't write. I don't really have the fine motor skills to do things. So we filled the rest of the side in. Now we're gonna cover the cake and put it in the fridge for a little bit before. Oh God!
No, take it off, take it off. We're gonna let the cake cool, and then after
Yeah,
it cools,
cool,
we're covering it in chocolate frosting.
All right, mate. So what we're doing is called a crumb coat, where you put a little bit. Is this no?
Yeah.
A little bit on so your top layer doesn't have crumbs in it, and you spread that really, really good. And your little bit keeps the crumbs out. It's like when you go outside and you carry around a candle so the bugs don't get you, but instead of a candle, it's a layer of chocolate fudge. We sliced the corners so it fits in our thing better because we got a little lid that didn't fit, as you saw. So here's the corners in the thing. Here is the crumb layered cake. As you can see, there's a crumb layer for you and a crumb layer for me. And so now, as you can see, let me get in here. Flip you around. We're doing the final coat of frosting. As you can see, that is a nice shiny reflective piece of chocolate frosting. We got that. We got the pipes of chocolate here. Now we got here's our final product: chocolate peanut butter cake, peanut butter cups, peanut butter frosting. You see my touch there? I put the peanut butter cups on the side. I think it came out pretty great. That's a good video. Like I said, sponsors please. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on twitch.tv /Billy_Dono13. Same on the Twitter. OnlyFans coming soon, wink wink. Don't make that fucking face at me. You know how broke we are. Anyways, enjoy. We're going to enjoy some cake.